everybody, part 3 now, Egyptian paganism. This was really probably what got me started in paganism. I was 8. I still went to church at this time. I went to church till I was about 10. I was raised Presbyterian. And then when I was 8, we really started doing the Moses story in depth in Sunday school, and I was like, well, this is cool. So, yeah. And then we had a Sunday school teacher that liked history, and she really talked about Egypt like how it was supposed to be talked about. This glorious culture and empire. It wasn't the first, it was one of the first. I mean, it's younger than Mesopotamia, but still, it lasted for so long, and it was so rich in culture and history and religion that I think she liked Egypt as well. Plus, didn't help that Prince of Egypt came out when I was that age. Still one of my favorite movies today, that's why I have it on DVD. And though it made the Egyptians the bad guys, I didn't think they were. I mean, I think I felt sorry for them. I mean, they were the ones whose children were getting killed. And it was just sad. But anyway, so skip forward about 8 years, and you get me, this Egyptian pagan who's just learning. She gets her first book on Egyptian paganism in the summer, and she's hooked. I mean, she's reading all this, you know, what amulets to use with what deity, and all sorts of holidays, and when to celebrate, let's see, when to celebrate the feast of Ptah, and, you know, all that fun stuff, and it was great. Yeah, I've always been interested in Egypt. Like I said, I've only just recently been able to buy Egyptian statues and things. I can show you if you want. So, these are my Egyptian statues. You probably can't see them very well because I have almost, there we go. So, yeah, now that my light's good. So over here we've got Sobek and a little plastic bust. We've got Thoth, this was the first one I bought, and a plastic one, which I got at Michael's. There's my lamp, Anubis, and Anubis, and Isis, and then Isis jewelry box, because it was cute. And then down here, we've got the canopic jars, which I got at the ROM a while ago. Well, not really a while ago, but I got them at the ROM. And over here is a Egyptian papyrus print that I got in Disney, of all places, in the Moroccan pavilion, because, you know, Morocco and Egypt, they go together, but that pavilion's always had Egyptian stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I've been practicing Egyptian paganism. Well, not really Egyptian paganism, it's not really Kemetic, which is the term for it. It's more of a sort of general reconstruction, an interest maybe. I don't know how you describe it. Sorry about the light problem. It's not sunny, so I've got shitty lighting. Oops. Okay, I think we're good now. What was I talking? Oh, right. Egyptian. I've always had an interest. I don't really study the history too much because that's not the part that interests me. I've always been fascinated with the religion and the gods, the deities. They were just larger than life. I know you're supposed to say that about every god that you encounter, but in school we'd study Greek and Roman, and they were just boring. They were too much like people. They made them out to be just like you and me. I mean, they're having affairs, they're having children, they're all that, and I'm like, no. They were people you'd meet on the street. They weren't these larger-than-life beings, and maybe that's why I don't really like the Greco-Roman Empire. What I'm holding here is the Book of the Dead. This has been probably one of my best purchases so far. It's authentic, it's got all the papyrus, it's got all the translations, and I'm telling you, it's hard to read. You need patience. I have yet to actually finish it because it's written like every holy book, bloody confusing. It's big though, it's such a large book. I mean, okay, here's the first hymn in the Book of the Dead, and I'll probably screw it up. Introductory hymn to the sun god Ra, worship of Ra when he rises in the eastern horizon of the sky by Ani. He says, "Hail to you, you having come as Khepri, who is the creator of the gods." Yeah. Okay, so it's confusing, but it's fun. I've got lots of books on Egyptian mythology because there are a lot. It's actually incredibly popular, more popular than I thought it was. So it's been fun really delving into the Egyptian pantheon and actually learning about minor gods, not just the major ones that you talk about, Isis, Osiris, Anubis. I'm learning minor ones that nobody's really even heard of, and it's fun. It really is. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so that concludes part 3 of my path. That's the Egyptian part. Next video is Mesoamerican. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So tune in. Thanks.